Good day, everyone. Good Lent, day 2. Today's reflection journal entry is on Matthew 2, the entirety of it. And it begins talking about the wise men and how they have visions of the Lord coming, and the stars particularly guiding them to his location. And this, there's lots of things I could say about this, but particularly how these wise men are from afar. Like, they're not from Judea. They're from, they don't really mention, there's some points of view, that they're the magi of like the Arab nations, or Northern Africa, even Egypt, things like that. And but this is just pointing out to how when Christ is alive, embodied as Jesus, his ministry is a universal ministry, and how he's not, though he is fulfilling, the prophecies of like the Old Testament, Tanakh. He's not here just for the Jewish people. Just like today, he's not here just for Christians. And this isn't a matter of conversion. It's just the matter of the universal nature of truth, of love, of wisdom, of goodness. The teachings that he is embodying is universal. And again, like, Christ is not a Christian. The earliest followers of him aren't Christians. And, the Gentiles and things like that, it almost sounds like derogatory. It kind of is, like heathen. It can kind of boost you up if you own it, but that's not the point. Christ is universal because love is universal. And I have a background in like Vedic thought. I've been steeped in the Srimad Bhagavatam. I've associated a lot with quote unquote like Hare Krishnas. Gaudiya Vaishnavism is actually what it's called. And honestly, just a side note, studying things like that has made me a better Christian. It's made me understand the nature of God more. But there are some really cool parallels to the birth of Jesus and the birth of Krishna. The star being one of them. Like the star of Bethlehem appears for the wise men to follow. And in the Srimad Bhagavatam, all these, like the constellation Rohini appears as a sign of Krishna's appearance. And like, honestly, the whole sky kind of forms to like signal that the most auspicious, beautiful thing is here and it's coming. So there's the parallel with that. And further in, back to Matthew, he's born and he immediately starts to be pursued by King Herod, because these kings of the world will do anything that they can to hold on to whatever false temporary power they have, because it's all fleeting. And because all wealth belongs to God. All wealth belongs to Krishna. All wealth belongs to Christ. And so, of course, these worldly kings would want that above all else and try and snuff it out to have it. But ultimately, it's like this jealousy thing, envy, that they can't actually have it. They can't actually be king of the universe. They can't actually be, like, queen, gender aside, like, they can't be the ruler of everything, And the same thing happens in the Bhagavatam. With, like, Kamsa kills so many children. I mean, just to sum it up, we can dive into this even more. He kills so many children just because he's trying to stop Krishna from killing him, because there's a prophecy that will happen. He kills his sister's children, eight of them, before Krishna's born. And then once Krishna escapes, because this is also something that happens, like the wise men have a dream not to tell Herod the location of Jesus, the same kind of way that these supernatural forces align for Krishna to escape the prison of Kamsa as well. And Nazareth and Vrindavan end up being this like outskirt, like it's just far enough away from Herod's territory or Kamsa's territory for this, like, these baby massacres to not reach him, Krishna or Christ. And this elusiveness is also a playful thing with Christ and Krishna. You can't catch me kind of thing, and it's kind of hilarious when you try. And we can see this nowadays with these kings of the land. The Trump Bible. Give me a break. It's hilarious. But anyways, not to go down that. We can pick apart Christian nationalism as much as we want. But the last thing I wanted to say is just talking about Joseph and how he's just such a baller, and how Mother Mary, our perspective of her, whether or not she's the virgin birth, just an average person. I don't think she obviously was an average person, the way like kind of Protestant perspective, just like a vessel of the divine for no reason. No, there was a reason. She was picked for a reason, because she had been training her whole life to. It's like she's getting her light bulb ready to hold the amount of wattage and current, divine electricity that is about to be coursing through her. So it had to be her. And if it had to be Mother Mary, then it had to be Joseph. He's not just some average guy either. It's just like, if you're friends or husband or boyfriend to Mother Mary, you got to be pretty far out yourself. And he continuously has these visions from angels. It's Joseph that's receiving these. It even ends in Matthew 1, to protect Mother Mary, to protect Jesus, to help them escape to Egypt. And the angels let them know then, but they let them know when to come back. And the angels are continuously guiding Joseph. And I just don't think he gets as much love as he should. Whether or not he is the genetic birth father of Jesus, or the parthenogenesis thing happened, where Mary is impregnated by the divine. There might be a connection. Like, Joseph still might be involved in that too. Like, we don't know, and I'm much more comfortable being in that zone of I don't know and questioning things. But it's not like this blind doubt thing. It's just like, we can have love for God and not know, without having this like fanatical faith conviction. I don't think that faith is blind. There's always a reason. And it is fluid sometimes. Even if the truth is constant, the nature is deeper than just this static thing. Anyways, trying to keep this under 10 minutes. Love you guys.